we'll do with fracking over time is make sure that we can capture the emissions from the fracking, capture the emissions from gas.
I am against fracking. Until he got the nomination, went to Pennsylvania, then he said, but you know what, Pennsylvania? He'll be against it very soon because his party is totally against it.
Voters in Pennsylvania have depended on jobs in the coal and natural gas industries for generations. But now, President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden have made hydraulic fracturing or fracking the heart of their battle to appeal to voters in the swing state.
The Democrat Party hates fracking. They hate coal. Good, beautiful, clean coal.
But let's be clear, what Joe was talking about was banning subsidies, but he will not ban fracking in America.
With many Pennsylvanians weighing the possibility of jobs against the environmental risks of the oil industry, fracking is now at the heart of this divide this election season. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, fracking now provides 2/3 of the U.S.'s natural gas production. And the state's Department of Environmental Protection reported that last year, Pennsylvania extracted 6.8 trillion cubic feet of natural gas by fracking. That's 20% of the total U.S. production. But what actually is fracking? Hydraulic fracking consists of injecting millions of gallons of water and chemicals at a high pressure into a shale or sandstone. The buildup in pressure causes the formation to then fracture. This allows the natural gas stored in the formation to rush into the well, where it's then extracted. But the Environmental Protection Agency reported in 2016 that under certain conditions, fluids used in fracking can contaminate groundwater resources through spills and improper disposal of waste. As a result of the state's fracking last year, the annual report listed over 1,700 compliance violations, totaling in more than $4 million in fines that the state collected.
Fracking in the forests of Pennsylvania is the equivalent of burning the furniture to heat the house. So short-term gain, long-term loss. There are now many people, and I know some, who used to work for the gas industry, who saw the light and got out and said, this isn't going to last, and I am sacrificing my health, and I'm not going to do this anymore.
But why do presidential candidates focus so much on fracking in Pennsylvania? After Texas, Pennsylvania is the second largest producer of natural gas in the country. According to a report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics last June, the shale operators, pipeline companies, and service companies together employ nearly 32,000 Pennsylvanians, making the industry a growing sector of the state's job market. And Pennsylvania's tax structure reflects it. Instead of taxing the gas companies that extract, Pennsylvania charges a per-well impact fee. That makes the state far more friendly to the oil industry. And last July, an amendment to the Pennsylvania tax code passed in the hopes of saving companies $667 million over the next 25 years as an incentive to drill in the state. Efforts like these are helping to create a fracking boom in Pennsylvania, creating thousands of jobs in the state's rural areas.
This, for us, has been a blessing, really. That's picked up a lot of slack where the other types of manufacturing or industry has kind of fell. So it's, I would say personally for me, and I could probably speak for a lot of the trades, that it's helped out tremendously.
The Trump administration has moved quickly to roll back Obama-era fracking regulations that stood in the way of the industry's growth. Like in March, when the administration scrapped regulations that limited fracking on public and tribal lands across the country. Or in August, when the EPA rescinded controls to curb releases of methane brought on by oil and gas production, processing, and transportation. But now, with the election around the corner, Joe Biden has repeatedly denied he will shut down the fracking industry on privately owned land in Pennsylvania. Because of how fast the industry is growing, the environmental impact of the fracking industry is a growing concern for some Pennsylvanians who say it's destroying natural resources.
We have to improve the economy, we have to support economic growth, and if we have to make some sacrifices to the environment along the way, so be it. This is necessary. Simply not true, but that is how I think 95% of the people in this state would frame it.
All of these reasons make fracking in Pennsylvania a touchy political issue. But as the industry continues to dig deeper into the state's economy, the political debate over fracking is likely to continue as President Trump and Joe Biden fight for Pennsylvania's crucial 20 electoral college votes.
we employ a lot of people out of our hall through to work on those facilities. So if it just up and stopped, I mean, there would definitely be a workforce with nowhere to go. I mean, there would be a lot of people out of work. Because like I said, the coal industry and the steel industry doesn't quite put out the man hours that it used to.